We've got two lovely longcase clocks here, both by Henry Jones, and he's a very interesting maker. He was born in about 1634 and was apprenticed at the very early age of about 11, so that he was apprenticed to Edward East in about 1654, as recorded in the Clockmakers' Company. And Edward East appears to have run a clockmaking school almost, and there are several makers who are associated with him, but the prime one of all is Henry Jones, and he has made a large volume of clocks signed by him. And it's very interesting to me that the quality of these early clocks that he made is superb, and as he rises through the Clockmakers' Company, the actual quality of the clocks appears to become mediocre and mundane, whereas these early clocks I think are absolutely fascinating. The 1673 clock really makes a statement from the cresting all the way down, but also the width of the chapter ring. It's considerably wider and also skeletonized, but the width of the chapter ring, the width of the movement is greater, so that the whole clock has more presence, it has more authority and dignity against the slightly smaller one made about 3 years earlier. And this was quite a short period where you only have a few long case clocks which have the pediment and all the features of a building, and yet they're in walnut. And very, very soon they were introducing much more features. And so this is about 3 years later, in about 1673, and it's got these wonderful parquetry designs, and the whole thing is coming up in quality, in difficulty of making. You've got this lovely lenticle here, lovely carved walnut crest with a lovely little cherub face with little wings and floral garlands. It's a lovely design to set off the clock. We have a skeletonized chapter ring here, and the skeletonized has tiny little half-hour markers which are on the inner ring of the chapter ring, which has got also the quarter-hour markers in between the half-hour and the hour. The long pendulum with the seconds dial, and much more ornate hand than the slightly earlier clock. When you cock the maintaining power, the shutters open to allow you to then wind the clock, so that you've got drive all the time through the escapement, so that the clock doesn't run backwards while you wind it. It shows it's a quality movement. And very fine spandrels in each of the corners again, and then the signature, Henry Jones in the Temple, advertising where you come and buy one of his clocks in the Temple area of London, where all the law courts were. And the parquetry on the door to create these lovely three-dimension illusions of shape, of a fan, folded paper, and the shadows of one side and the light on the other. I think it's a beautiful effect. And the door itself has got these lovely olivewood oysters, so that the expensive woods and the exotic woods are now being used to show off the quality of the clock. So you've got the lovely lenticle, seeing the pendulum swinging behind. So the parquetry comes all the way down onto the base here, a riot of parquetry with the corner pieces and the complete disc, all looking in 3 dimensions, and then small pieces of olivewood oysters going round. Then you've got the convex and the concave mouldings to join it onto the trunk. It's just very much in the change between the usual convex mouldings of the very early clocks to single concave moulding for the later clocks. And it's just added features because everything that's manufactured has to move the market forward. It doesn't matter what age you're in, people always want something new, something different, something that's, you can see the improvement in between these two clocks. And then this stage lasted only a short period before the marquetry and all its complications was introduced.